right, y'all. We are back with some relatable content.
Mhm.
And first, we got a few things today.
A few
We've got
things.
some, we're gonna revisit a couple things. We got, some new information. But we're gonna start with Aries, right? It's Aries season. So
Yes.
I saw this post on Instagram yesterday or something
Mhm.
about a club in New York that is denying access based
Mhm.
on zodiac sign, right? I'm like, no, what? What's going on? So I have to look at that. Like, I'm like,
Uh-huh.
what? And who's excluded? So I look at the dates, and it's like March 21st through April 19th, and I was like,
Even during
Aries
Aries season?
in Aries. This is disrespectful. So I'm listening further, and so they're saying like apparently there's been a trend of fights in the club caused by or involved, by Aries.
Well,
And so the
doesn't that
club has
try?
made an executive decision.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was like, very on brand, but damn.
It is quite on
I
brand.
mean,
If it was going to be anybody starting a fight, I would have guessed. That makes me wonder, is it like, is there a quota? Like once you reach a certain level of Aries in the club, it's like, nope, no more.
nope,
Or
no
is
more.
it just
Right.
none at
So I think
all?
denying all access, like we just want a peaceful club experience in those areas. Like they are fun, but they don't know how to like keep it at a good time. Like they gotta fight. They always
Pushing.
gotta fight.
That's wild. Okay, so now I'm interested in like the signs that you want to have in the club, because I'm thinking like, okay, well, in that case, have like a water sign club, but then also like no one would be there because they just would be like, I'm gonna be
Too
somewhere
lazy
with
to
my
come.
own vibe, or like out in
Right.
nature, like I'm,
But maybe the water sign club would be like a nature experience. Like maybe it would be
Ooh.
like a bind out, like, you know what? I just saw like some kind of event. It was like I looked at it and I'm like, oh, this is like really hippy dippy because it was like talking about ecstatic
Mhm.
dance in there too. And I was like, oh
Yeah.
shit. Like,
Uh-huh.
am I gonna go to this?
Sound
If that's
fun.
real, it does look fun. It's like sound healing, like all the things I'm
Mm-hmm.
into is like ecstatic dance, and I was like, oh shit, it's about to
Right.
get wild out here.
Yeah, that's some water sign shit. Maybe an earth
That's so
sign,
Yep,
but
out
the earth
here in
sign
the
also.
woods and just like, but could you see it? Like it would be like this whole
Yes.
like vibed out experience. Like it's very like Joshua Tree,
Oh, yeah.
a
Okay.
Joshua Tree
Yep.
party,
Mm-hmm.
like vibed out,
Almost
like
like a I was gonna say Burning Man, but like not quite, because I think you
mm,
have to also, that's like a little more ravey party. Let's like
yeah,
that in that it is outside, and that sort of, maybe it's like
yeah. That's like
electric
more low
forest.
key.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
like it's
something like
just a
that. There's
look.
lights and
I'm there.
forest and
Yes,
like,
light. There's got to be lights.
yeah,
We're very into the aesthetic. Um, but
I'm here
yeah,
for
it's
it.
very moody,
I'd do it.
under the stars. We're curating the experience right now.
We're
Uh,
curating it. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like a traditional club, like, when I think of a club, I'm like music and like, whatever. That's like the air sign vibe. It's like go and like flit around and like
mhm,
seen and be seen. I
mhm,
think all the fire
mhm.
signs probably are tired of getting bumped into and ready to fight at any given moment.
Stop wearing those shoes that you don't want nobody to step on in the club.
You know
Like it's
what?
tight in there.
And
There's no room. There's not
no
room.
one's really looking at your feet in the club. For real? Not
Yeah,
really.
I hope not.
Right.
You should be looking other places, not at your feet.
Right. You're looking down. That's not where you want to be in the club.
You gotta be confident. Look up.
Come on.
Let's see your eyes. Okay.
Ah,
So yeah, apparently everyone else is cool in the club except Aries. I'm like, damn,
okay.
not that it's just not Aries.
Good to
Like
know.
not the Scorpio, because Scorpio got some Mars in there.
Right?
Comes Scorpio out. Scorpio's
Nope.
like, no, I'll just sulk in the corner. Like it's fine. I'll
Yeah.
leave.
They're not going to cause
Yeah.
problems in the same way, right? Like,
No,
yeah.
not the same kind of Molotov. Like Scorpio is like, I'm gonna plot against you.
Right. At worst, they're going to
Yeah.
be sulking in the corner or fucking in the bathroom. That's
Oh,
kind of my,
okay.
which also that could be,
Fucking
Aries
your
could also
best
be
friend in the
doing,
bathroom.
there you go. There you go. Aries could be doing
yeah.
that too, but I don't know. Fucking
Aries
or
will
fighting.
fuck your best friend, but
Yeah.
Scorpio would definitely do that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Scorpio.
Yeah. R.I.P. to me.
Sorry.
It's all good. All right.
Oh, no.
What else we got on the relatable content this week?
What bigger than one the only Cowboy Carter has released and taken over the charts.
The charts. Yes.
Just the whole album.
As to be expected.
The whole album. Just
Yes.
4 country charts. I know some people are mad.
You know what? Stay
but
mad. What's your fucking
mad.
problem? Okay? Stay mad. We've already been
like,
here,
well,
done that. Like, no.
Beyonce is here.
Yeah.
She's done a country album.
Let her have it.
Where's the album?
Okay, I feel like I did not do my homework this week because I've been really busy and I didn't have time to listen to
I understand.
it. Because
yes.
when I really sit down to listen to something, especially the first time, I want it to be like a full sit down
immersive experience.
Yes, immersive experience. And I just have not had the time to like create the vibe in which to do that yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I know I'm late, but I'll get there. Because I was very late to Renaissance as well. And then, but when I did get around to it, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing.
It's like, I'm having this experience. I know it's late, but I'm having it.
Yes, better
it's
late than
happening
never.
to me.
And that is my tagline as a person is better late than never. So we'll get there. Speaking of Renaissance, I don't know if you posted this or if I saw this somewhere else, but someone was talking about how they wanted to do like a day party where they start off with Cowboy Carter and then they switch into the nighttime vibe into Renaissance.
I'm like, I'm here for that party also.
Yes, 100%.
The spring is here and I will get my ticket. I'm there.
Yes.
I'm there. I will have an outfit change.
We were just talking about ways for you to make money. You could do that.
Look,
you could make that happen.
I should put the party
together.
Put the party together. Here we go.
Don't invite any Aries. Tell them they can't get in. And then, make your money back.
Virgos get in free. Like, I don't know.
Virgos get in free, yes.
Virgos get in free in honor of Beyonce.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. One of my kids today, I told him he was a Virgo. He went around and asked everyone, "Are you a Virgo?" And I'm like, "Well, you can ask them what their sign is. You have to ask them if they are a Virgo.
If they're a Virgo." What a Virgo way to ask that question.
Right. Are you a Virgo? Like, they're like, "Well, no, I'm a Scorpio." And the little teacher's just like, "What? Virgo?" So I told the kid, I'm like, "That's why I'm good friends. That's because you're a Virgo. I'm a Virgo, I'm Pisces." He's like, "Oh, you're a Pisces?" I'm like, "Yes." So then he's asking, "Are you a Pisces?" Well,
just ask him what their sign is. And he'll be like, "I don't know what that is." Like, oh. That's really funny.
Now this is a great way for me to gather information about the staff. I'm always gathering. So now I'm like, okay, we have a Scorpio across the hall, and his teacher is an Aquarius. I'm like, okay, you're an Aquarius. His other teacher, he is a Pisces.
Stay away.
He's like, what teachers are Pisces? I'm like, I've gathered a few of them. I'm like, okay, we got a few more at this school in my last school.
Yeah.
So my people are here. That's why it feels okay.
Right. That's why there hasn't been any like massive workplace drama. Everybody's just like, yeah, we get it.
Everyone's chilled out. Like
we're chill. Cool. Yeah. Yep. Not a lot of like Aries energy, Aquarius energy.
Right. Because, one of my schools had a lot of Aries energy.
I recall.
A lot of yelling.
I recall. It's not good.
A lot of yelling.
Yeah. They can't get in the
Anyways,
club. Anyway, sorry, I'm ragging on Aries so
sorry, we're
hard this
like,
week. I didn't even mean to.
no, I
There's
mean,
nothing wrong with
hey, like,
them.
it's we love you, Aries. We have Aries placements. We're here.
Yes.
We feel you.
Yes, we are
Literally.
all part
Um,
of, yeah, part of it.
we're here together. But
Anyway, Cowboy Carter.
yeah. So Cowboy Carter, we digress. So I will say I have only gotten to hear the album once.
Mm-hmm.
And I hadn't had my like sit down
Yes.
immersive experience. So I'm hoping that I will get to have that this weekend. But I'm also like, I don't know the way things
Yeah.
are rolling. I might not have
Progressing.
that time. Yes, progressing.
Well,
Mhm.
sometime before next week, maybe for the season finale, we can just talk over it
Yes,
a
we can all
little
have a
bit.
talk.
Yes.
Yeah, we may have a special guest next week.
Yes. A little
Mhm, a
returning
returning
guest. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A little friend of the
So,
pod.
surprise, surprise. We'll see.
Surprise, surprise.
Okay, we might play a little game. We'll see. Next, it's the season finale. We've got something special for you. So,
Yeah.
no. But anyways, Cowboy Carter. So,
Yes. Yes.
I did get to listen to some. I have enjoyed it. I was like, okay, Beyonce is, she's doing some things. I'm like, all right, I got to really sit down with this. But I have enjoyed what I heard so far. I heard a Jolene cover, and I was like, okay, I heard Dolly on there. I'm like, all right. Now there's been some, there's always mixed things, but there has been some mixed things about Jolene because some
I've
people
heard
feel
that.
like she could have gone harder, or she didn't do enough, or I don't know. And I was like, I could hear those arguments.
Sure. Sure.
It's like, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. I was like, it'll rock. We'll play them back to back. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I think last week I mentioned to you, I don't think we talked about it on the podcast, but I think I just mentioned to you.
Right after we get off, yes.
Yes, one of the collaborators on Beyonce's Cowboy Carter, Tanner Adele, someone who I was introduced to on Instagram, I think around maybe when Beyonce had announced that she was doing this country album, all of a sudden we started getting this, content.
Influx, yes.
And so I, found Tanner Adele and I'm like, oh, who is this? And like, she's just really cute, just, country pop artist. And so she, was announced as one of the collaborators on Cowboy Carter. And so, I'm like very excited. I'm like, watch her little rocket shoot, to the stars, like just,
it's crazy how that happened.
nice
because
music. Yeah.
You literally mentioned her to me, and then immediately the next day was like, oh, here she is on the internet. And then, literally a day later, she's on the Beyonce album. So it just, you knew it was in my awareness, and now here she is. Now we're all buckle bunnies.
There she is. Okay. We're buckle bunny. I'm like, I love her. Yeah. I'm like, now the Whiskey Blues, like, I think that comes out like next week, I think.
Oh, okay.
That's my little jam. Like, I'm like, oh, I can't wait. But yeah, I love her music. Like,
yeah,
very excited for her. So just a little mention there on Cowboy Carter. But we'll talk more about the album next week when we really get to sit down with it.
Yes,
immerse ourselves because we are Pisceans and we must connect with the music
fully.
Okay, fully. So we're not gonna spend a whole lot of time here.
Oh,
but
yeah.
We're gonna get an update on Diddy do it.
Diddy do it.
Things are just getting wilder and wilder. I feel like my whole YouTube feed is like all kind of people coming out the woodworks talking about different stuff, talking about weird parties, talking about strange things.
Now is the time.
I've seen this and that. Now I will say I was scrolling one day and I saw this video and I was doing something else and I didn't have the sound on, but the caption was on. And so in the video, you see Diddy and you see like his kids and they're like coming to the camera kind of like one by one and like kind of saying stuff to the camera or whatever. And so then there's this little white girl and she comes to the camera and the girl, I mean, she looks like maybe she could be like 12, 13, I don't know, somewhere in there.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, probably right in there, like middle school.
Mhm.
And I'm like, who is this? You know, I'm like, who is this little girl? And so he starts talking about how this is his adopted daughter and how he adopted her. And he started naming these other celebrities. Like, I adopted her, like, you know, A, B, and C adopted their children or whatever. And so I'm like, okay, so either you're saying that the other adoptions were illegitimate or what are we saying here? Because
how did this child come into your care? Like,
right. And like then he started saying something about like I thought she needed a black father or whatever, or black parents. And I was like, midnight Ishmael such I was like, well, those are the things we don't say out loud. It's like, dude,
that's the quiet part. Why are you yelling the quiet part?
Say the parts, like saying those things. But like, it's like, what are we doing right now? But so here's the telltale sign to me. This is the thing that kind of was like red flag. So the girl said that he adopted her like she was on the streets, whatever. Now, remember, the allegations are about
sex trafficking.
And the most vulnerable population of people or children for sex trafficking are children who are runaways, who live on the streets, who are estranged from their families, who have, are having issues with their families. These are the most vulnerable of the vulnerable. So I'm like, no, wait a minute. What? Like, so, now, that was the part of the video that I saw, and I'm like, okay, this does not feel good with the other understanding that I have. Like, I have more questions. I just have more questions now. I don't have less questions. I have more.
Way more, actually. Yeah.
And then, so also, I think this week there are also these allegations coming out about his son Christian and about some, sexual assault. Now the charges, nothing has been filed yet, but there are allegations.
I didn't really keep up with this story much past last week after we talked about it, so I haven't heard any of this. But how old is his son? How old is Christian?
So Christian is 26.
Okay.
And so he's older than I thought he was. I was like, oh, okay, he's older than I thought he was, which made sense, I guess, because there was a video I saw something about Quincy, his oldest son, but his adoptive son, like some crazy 30th birthday party, like that was like weird or something. I don't know. So, I mean, all of the things now are just like weird stuff going on.
Yeah, is there like weird sex stuff happening? Weird, there's some Illuminati shit going on here. Like,
who
what's
knows?
up with all this?
Like, so just more and more things are coming out. We'll see in time, I guess.
We're definitely I'm gonna stay abreast of the Diddy news and see what's happening. I hate to see it. I hate to see it. Speaking of weird sex stuff, I finished watching the that Nickelodeon documentary, and let me tell you, it did not get any better. It got more sad and more like, just the stuff that happened. And then they talk a lot about Drake Bell. I don't know if you've heard anything about him, like Yeah, just I mean, and I know, both of us have worked. You have worked with trafficking victims, and then we both worked in child abuse and in that field, and it's just like, man, that shit. I mean, you see how devastating that is. It's like,
Yeah.
man, all this money and power getting thrown around. It's fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like, well, let's see what happens. Cause, but, do I have my thoughts? Absolutely. Cause, I'm like, yeah, people do a lot of things when there's money and power involved. Like,
when there's no boundaries, like, yeah,
there's
you
a
get to
dark
really
side.
see.
Yeah. Like, how far
Yeah,
someone
a
will go
very
or
dark
what.
side.
Yeah. Yeah. People can be bought.
You know who doesn't seem to have thoughts that we all wish did have some thoughts about Diddy?
We want to have some thoughts, okay? Miss J-Lo.
Miss J-Lo, what can we hear your thoughts about Diddy? What's going? We know you know,
Because we're
we know you
hearing
know
a lot
some
of thoughts about a
things.
lot of other things, and there's a lot of questions. There's J-Lo has been dragged all over the internet, like past little
Come
bit.
on, she's just out here trying to promote this movie that nobody wants to
trying
watch.
to promote this movie nobody wants to watch, and apparently now she's funded herself. And like, oh no,
She's telling
I
us
don't
her
know
fucking
what's going
bodega
on.
order.
She
Like,
wants
yeah.
to tell us, yes, about the ham and cheese and the orange drink. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, me, of course. I'm like, what's happening? Like, I'm always tuned in. Like, I keep hearing things about J-Lo. Why is J-Lo? Why are we dragging J-Lo? Why is she being dragged by Gen Z? Like, fuck it. I don't know what's coming.
Because she's trying too hard. She's just trying too hard. Like, I hate it when a
telling us
celebrity is
about
trying
her
too hard.
earrings.
Look,
she's trying to remind us of Jenny from the block. Like, girl, what's going on? Like, we have not been in this Jenny from the block. It's fine. It's fine.
We all remember, but you have been famous for so long.
You have not been to the block. Yes.
She has been famous for damn near 25 years. Like, you've been rich the whole time. We're good. No, you're not trying to convince anybody that you're still Jenny from the block.
No, but what we do want to know is what happens when you were with Diddy.
What happened with Diddy?
Because
y'all were together
everybody's got a story.
Long time. Right.
Yeah,
I know you have
and they're
stories.
talking about the gun. Like, listen, what happened at the club? Tell us about the night at the club.
There's no way she didn't sign an extensive NDA when that relationship ended, or something.
Something.
She got paid
I don't
out,
know what,
or something. I don't know. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why J-Lo remained a pop star, even though she can't really sing very well. It's like Diddy was just funding all of it in exchange for her silence of his bad behavior.
I really enjoy J-Lo, and in my rom-com days,
sure, yeah. She's honestly she's not a bad actress.
Yeah, well, I really prefer the acting.
Yeah, she's a good actress.
It's cool.
Everybody loves Selena.
Everyone, Selena. Hello,
performance of a lifetime. Come on.
Yes, hello. Like, that's still okay. Just think about it. Get upset. The space,
man.
Yeah. But
we'll have to do Selena as a celebrity birth chart sometime. So,
also, that might be interesting. That might be interesting to look at.
I want to know what J-Lo's sign is. I'm gonna look that up really quick. Oh, of course, she's a fucking Leo. Of course, she's a Leo.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
It's like, no stranger to the spotlight. Makes sense to me. Yeah.
So she's fine with being dragged this way, because I don't know. She's like, they're just saying to me.
I'll take your money and go. Take your money and go, J-Lo.
It's fine, girl. We're good. So
celebrity birth charts.
Speaking of celebrity birth charts, sorry, just did something weird. I was like, hold on, don't play with me right now.
No. We gotta
this week we are coming to another Aries.
Yes.
A
We
one,
don't hate them all. We just
Lil
dragged him
Nas
for a little bit.
X.
Yes,
Yes,
he's.
I thought, he
I
was
just love
especially
him.
fun.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes, I agree.
So I was
He's
like,
very
let's get
fun.
into Lil
He's
Nas
such an
X this week.
Aries. Yeah, tell me about his birth chart. I think I knew he was an Aries, but I don't know anything else
Okay.
about him.
See, I don't think I knew or I didn't remember. But then I was like, when I saw it, I said, "Oh, well, this makes that video. This all this hell stuff makes
Oh,
sense."
yeah.
It was like,
Yep.
okay, I'm here for
It's all
that,
tracking
Aries.
now.
Like, all
Yep.
right. Yes. It's giving.
Yes.
It's giving. So so Lil Nas X is a Aries, is an Aries sun, which is an
Uh-huh.
exaltation, right?
Mhm.
He has a Capricorn moon, which is a
Mhm.
detriment.
Oh, yeah.
He has a Pisces Mercury, which is a
That's
fall.
interesting. Yeah.
And he has a Taurus Venus, which is a
Mm.
domicile.
Man, he's
It's a
like
very,
just very
it,
varied chart here.
uh-huh.
Opposite ends of the spectrum.
Right, all over. Then we've got a Scorpio Mars, which is also a domicile.
Okay. Yeah, that tracks.
And we have a Cancer ascendant.
Oh, he has
Yeah,
such
so
yeah. Okay. I could see it, I
such
guess.
a mix, so I'm kind of like, okay, let's look at this. So those are the personals, right? And then you get into the others. But I'm like, okay, let's just look at our personal planets. So we've got a good amount. So right, we got some water. We got the water Mercury, got the water ascendant.
Okay.
We've got Earth in our moon in our Venus placements. And then we have, also we have water and Mars, forget Scorpio's water.
Right.
So Mars,
right.
Mars, Mercury, and the ascendant in water. Earth in our Venus in our moon placements. So interesting in that heart space and that emotional space, more of that very stable, grounded energy. And then, that fire sun. It's a good, interesting mix.
Yeah, like he does feel very like all or nothing in his chart a little bit to me. Interesting. I bet he's fun to
strong
hang out with.
energies. Yeah, I think so.
It feels I don't know if this is even if this would make sense, but just the way that I'm thinking about it, this is just a very opinionated chart. Like I don't know.
like you got the Cancer placements, you've got Aries gonna speak out.
It's almost
Cancer
like
definitely has got that opinion too.
Yeah, he's like destined for controversy, I think. I don't know. It does, which, yeah, has and probably will continue to be so, but yeah, I don't know. That feels right to me.
I'm looking at his Pluto. His Pluto is in the 5th house. Interesting. Okay. In Sagittarius. Okay.
Very interesting.
It is, I'm like, what is it? It's aspecting his sun and his Jupiter. They are trine. So, okay, that's interesting. The sun trine Pluto. That's there's some power there. So, yeah, again, kind of like bound to be this controversial, like I'm going to tear down these standards and these like stereotypes of identity, that's sun energy. Okay.
Very interesting. I'll love to see it.
I see it. Okay.
All right. Lil Nas
All right. I'm
X.
trying to see if there's anything else that like pops out before we jump out of here. But yeah, very interesting. Very interesting chart.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm here for it. Very good for it. Shout out to our Aries. This will be, I think, what time is it? Oh no, I guess I was gonna say maybe this will be our last Aries celebrity birth chart, but we might have another one next week. I don't know.
We might have one more Aries next week. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We might have a special other chart. We'll see.
To
We'll see what we
honor,
want to
yeah.
do.
We did
Uh-huh.
want to give our Aries a little shout out though, since we started off being like, look, you can't get into the club.
We'll let you in our club, Aries. You
Yes.
know, just don't start any fights. Like, we like it peaceful. We're Pisces.
Zen,
We like
chill. We're good
chill
energy,
vibe.
I think, for an Aries. So maybe just like for
Yeah.
every Aries you let in a water sign, or specifically,
Right. Well, they need a water sign friend.
Pisces.
Yeah, they need an escort. Yeah.
Right. There you go. That's
They need
what
a
it is.
water sign
Somebody that's gonna
escort to just
bring it down,
calm that
bit.
energy down, just subdue.
Exactly.
Put the fire out. Okay. All right. You want to take a break, shall we?
Yeah, let's take a break and then we will come back with some meat.
Yeah, let's get some meat. Well, I'm right.